it was time to use one of my recombinators, so I had this belt that I got with flasks applied to you have 10% increase effect as a fracture. And then I got an alternate belt, same kind of belt, increase flask effect duration. So one is a prefix, one is a suffix, and then I matched the opposing prefix and suffixes. Mana and fire res. And then it's time to use a jewelry recombinator. By matching the other affixes, of course, we have a higher chance to get the coveted double fracture, which makes life so much easier when crafting. This is showcasing a strategy. This is, in particular, a wardloop belt. I'm going to use the very expensive Essence of Horror to force on Alchemist's Genius when we use a flask. And what we're doing is we're rolling for something in particular, a flask roll. We're rolling for that. And I got it very quickly, actually. Right there. Reduced flask charges used. Because this is for wardloop. This is for a build I've never played, but people play it. Of course, the best thing in this situation is the force on suffixes cannot be changed with the Beastcraft, which allows us to walk over to the Hoarder crafting bench and roll for life. I got it in a decent one on the first try. I could have kept going, but again, this is just showing a general strategy, and then in this case, on this particular belt, we want increased elemental damage with attack skills. And that's it. I catalysted it, because we're in standard. I didn't care too much about the nuances, because I'm in standard. I don't really play standard. But let's see what this thing has value of. Let's just look up some general stats on this belt. Getting rid of the fact that it could be mirrored, we don't care. Corrupted, we don't care. We don't care if it's offline. We just want to look up any belts on standard like this. Mine was actually listed as the cheapest at 200 Divine. The next one at 200 Divine, posted a while back, had forced on this 10% increase effect as a chosen mod, as a veiled mod, which has reduced flask charges gained. Now, the next one up, of course, was a better base, a Stygian Vice. Also double fractured as well, but was better because they used this Aisling Slam to get 18% increased flask effect using a veiled mod. And then the last one doesn't really count because it's synthesized. So I lowered down the criteria a little bit because I happened to use a base that had implicit life, and in a perfect world you'd use a belt which would affect your flasks or be a Stygian Vice. You can see they have a high value.